So yeah, I've been in Mexico quite a few times, but this is my first time on my own for my shows. So obviously I'm very excited. First time in Monterrey for myself, and hopefully it's gonna be great. We're gonna have some fun. A Night with Matteo is my first tour. Is the title I wanted to give to my first shows because I thought was the best way to represent this intimate, simple night. What Matteo would be, performing for his friends at his place. So it's gonna be a mix of my music, my songs, the music I've been releasing since the last couple of years, and obviously those songs that made my childhood, that music that I've been listening since I was a little kid. And so yeah, it's gonna be a fun journey. Well, obviously, first of all, I've never been to Monterrey, so it's always great to visit new cities. But obviously, I also have a team behind that works with me, and obviously, the goal is to try to visit as many places as possible here in Mexico. But let's see, we have to start from somewhere, and I think that Monterrey it's a beautiful way to start. Well, I think that probably the last time that it was in Mexico was right here in Monterrey, probably a year ago. And but unfortunately, like whenever we travel, we don't really have the chance to visit much, because especially him, he flies in for the show and he flies out the same day. So, but obviously, he told me that to be kind of like tranquil because the Mexican audience is very warm, it's very welcoming, and so again, I'm very curious to start this beautiful journey and to play for my first time here in Mexico. Well, yeah, the name sometimes I play with the concept of the title of the tour, because a night with Matteo could be a little bit misunderstood, but as I always say, I'm a good boy. So. Yeah, that was the idea, to obviously to try to reach as many countries as possible. We toured probably already 3 times in US. We did Europe, we did Australia, and Latin America obviously has always been an amazing market for Italians as well. We have many talents. We have the dear friends like Laura Pausini, Eros Ramazzotti, and obviously it was also my dream to be able to come here and to make my own shows. And it's a dream that is happening, and I want to truly enjoy every single moment. Well, as I said, Mexican fans, this is going to be my first show on my own, but I had the chance to perform a few times with my dad and on stage with him here in Mexico. And I only have, honestly, beautiful memories. People again that are very welcoming, that are warm, that always have a smile on their faces, and I guess that this is what we want. Whenever we're on stage and we make music, we want to have fun and enjoy the moment. And I think Mexicans are the ones. Well, obviously, as everything in life, there of everything, there's a positive and a negative aspect. There's some positive, but probably the one that. The negative one is that people obviously has a lot of expectations, but again, it's part of the game. I knew that when I wanted to pursue this career, I knew that would have been one of the points. But I like challenges, and I think that whenever you love something, you don't really think of the obstacles. You just jump. Well, I think collaborations has to come in a very spontaneous way, in a very authentic way. I had the honor to make my first collaborations. Okay, the one with my father, yes, but after that one I did the one with Sebastian Yatra. You may know him very well, and that one was a very spontaneous one, and so I'm very open to every collaboration whenever it comes in a good way, with a will from both sides. And so who knows, if in the future there'll be a chance, I'd say obviously yes. Music has always been part of my life. I played the piano since I was 7 years old, and singing was something that I always done on my own. And yeah, I remember you know, sometimes stressing my father's sound engineer to try to record some songs in the studio. But again, it's something that I always kind of like improved on my own until, yeah, 16, 17 years old, because I was a little bit shy, and I was finding myself more comfortable, you know, singing at my mom's house, because it was more private, more, you know, less people going around. And but yes, it's always been honestly my one dream, and I'm happy to, you know, to be living this dream. You know, I'm laughing thinking of myself on the big screen, you know, because that's been a very fun experience. Yeah, I would say more than fun, because obviously I'm quite used to the music industry. I was born in it, but the movie industry is totally a different thing. And I flew to Australia to shoot this little part, this little role in a movie directed by George Miller. The movie is called 3,000 Years of Longing. And yeah, it's something that I will do again. So to answer to your question, I would say yes. If in the future there will be another chance to, you know, to play some role in some movies, I would love to. I do? No, yes. I mean, I know that this one was also one of the reasons why I wanted to come to Mexico so much, because actually one of my biggest fan club is from, you know, Socials is from Mexico, and I have, you know, a lot of friends sometimes flying in Italy, and they contact my team, and I met them, so I welcomed them in, you know, in my little town in Tuscany, and they were keep asking, when do you come to Mexico for your own shows, and every time I was calling my live agent, and I was like, you know, I have many people asking for shows in Mexico, so I think they deserve it, and I really want to go. And finally, you know, we made it happen. Yeah, I am. I mean, you know, again, music is a serious thing, but at the same time, you know, during concerts, it's about having fun. You know, it's about having a good memory, and this is what I hope to leave to all of you. Well, the repertoire for this tour that I'm bringing all over, it's obviously kind of like the same, because every time you announce a tour, the concept is that one. Obviously, for the Latin American tour, we may have few edits, and but I'm not going to say them because it's a little surprise. But yes, basically, I'm going to try to do something in Spanish, but let's see. Yeah, obviously, making music is everything to me, and I've been chasing so much to make my first record, Matteo, and it happened at the end of 2023. But you know, time goes fast, and you know, we never stop actually like writing. And you know, I'm talking to my team, and I'm super excited about this tour, because you know, with my first tour, I really traveled so much. I touched most of the places in the world, but at the same time, I feel that it's at the same time very important to make new music, new songs. And so I said, please lock at least a month or a couple of months on my calendar to work on the next record. So this is what's going to happen very soon, and you know, we can't speak still about releasing date, but I'm working on my second album. And collabs, actually I just made a collaboration with a Polish singer. She's called Sana, and the song is called Falling Back. And there's a new collaboration that is going to be released in the next weeks, and this is another little surprise. And for the record, we'll see. I mean, he just made a collaboration with her, and I think it's fun, it's great, because you know, Vivo per Lei, I guess it's Vivo por ella is a beautiful song, and it deserved, I think, like a nice collaboration as the one that they just made. But you know, again, the collaboration has to come in a spontaneous way. So we'll
Naturally.
see.